Hello there, it's Diorama Don here. This is a building from the movie Saving Private Ryan. It's the Ramelle Hotel. Now, I would be the first to admit it doesn't feature very heavily in the movie. If you blink, you miss it. But as I've done three other buildings from the movie, the church and the bridge and the machine gun post on Omaha Beach, I thought it would be nice to do another building from the movie. So we'll try and do Ramelle Hotel. So I've downloaded as much information as I can, and this basically is the shape of the hotel. It's quite straightforward, easy enough, except that the front of the hotel at the top, there's like a cornice piece where it sort of leans over like that. And if I lift that up a bit, you'll see that. So it leans over there, which is no problem. I just scored the back of the card. It's 3mm card that I use. Just score the back and it will bend forward. The trouble is it leaves that triangle gap there. So with this, if I put this piece in here, like so, that fills the gap and it maintains the shape that I need, that cornice looking shape at the top. There'll be another piece in there as well, because the hotel doesn't stand on a flat plane, it goes around a corner, sort of like that. Okay, so it would have been easy to score down the front, and the card would then bend quite easily the way I want it, but then it would leave a gap that I would have to fill later. So I scored the back of the card, but then scored a 45-degree angle either side of that score. So it enables me then to bend the card that way, which is the way I want. And it allows me to bend it without the gap at the front of the card. So I can bend it quite easily like that. So the hotel stands like that. That's the basic shape, and then the cornice piece at the top. So that's where I am at the moment. There are concrete frames to each of the windows with the thick window sills, which I shall do now. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll be back in a moment to show you. Okay, so we've got the right shape of the building now, and we've got the cornice at a permanent angle. I put those triangles in there, stuck those in, that worked very well. The window frames are all in, the concrete frames with the window sills. I've taken a bit of poetic license in the exposed brick. There isn't any in the movie. So that's just my idea. The ornate moulding above the door is that shape, but much more ornate than that. So again, unless you've got a 3D printer, it would be impossible to recreate that, but that's as near as damn it. There is no front door, that's been blown out, but I've made one anyway. I think it looks better with the door in. So I shall put that there as a door, and it's difficult to see what's going on here. There are actors walking in front of the window all the time whenever you do see the hotel. So I've just again had to take poetic license and assume that that's the kind of frontage of the hotel there. So that's what it'll look like. Okay, so now we've got the shape of it. I've put the base in there to keep the shape in place. I shall now go over the brickwork with wall filler with a little bit of water and a little bit of black paint to make it the mortar colour. In fact, I may as well do the whole of the building with it, because that will be basically the right colour. Then it will be ready for weathering and bullet holes and cracks in the render, and making it look as though it's been in a war. So there we are at the moment. I'll get on with the plastering of the front, and I'll be back in a mo. Okay, looking a bit more like it now. I gave it that coat of white wool filler with a little bit of water in. That gave it a base then for painting the window frames with the grey grout to make it look like concrete. And then a black wash over the top, just water and black paint. For the fire effects, where it had been burnt out, I just used an ordinary black aerosol spray you would normally use for your car. Spray it at the top until you see the black paint, and then just give it a quick squib down and stop, so that it only gives just a fine covering lower down, so it looks as though the fire is sort of spread from top to bottom. Other than that, with the bullet holes as well, I just did those with a pencil. There is a third floor to the, if you look closely at the movie, there is a third floor to the hotel, but there's only just a little, there's only just a little tiny part of it, just about there, I think about half a window. That's all there is left. So I haven't bothered putting that. But if there was a third story, and none of it is left, there'll be a lot of debris. So when I position that on its base, there will be a pile of debris in the front there, from the collapse of the top of the hotel. I've cut the windows out. The depth of the window was deeper than my 3mm, so I put 11mm polystyrene at the back to give the depth of the windows, so they're now a lot deeper. And then with the windows at the back there, they'll look a lot better. I've made the door that will fit in there, and the window there. So that's where we're at the moment, getting close to the end. And well, I'll probably finish off now, and then I'll show you the finished project in just a moment. Okay, so finished the hotel, put the door in. I kept the glass in the window, or glazed the window downstairs. I didn't bother with any of the other windows. I assume they would have all been blown out. The rubble in the front, or debris in the front, I had an offcut of styrofoam that I just cut. It was a triangle shape anyway, so I just cut the edges off that, and then poured as much of my bricks and stones that I had left over from other projects, and poured that over, well, put glue on, and then poured all this stuff over it. Looks okay. If you look in the movie, there is quite a lot of debris in that area anyway. Okay, so there we are, the Ramelle Hotel. The actual word hotel is written across there, but I've put my exposed bricks there, so I can't write it across there now. But believe me, it's a hotel, or was. And it was easy to do because it was only a facade. It's only the front of the thing that's still standing. Well, it was only a film set when all said and done. Easy to do, really. Yeah, quite pleased with the outcome. So there we are. Ramelle Hotel. Once again, if you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Just click the subscribe button and you'll be informed when new videos come along. Normally 2 or 3 every week, so it'll be worth clicking that subscribe button. In the meantime, have a go yourself. Easy to do, cheap to do. Just cost me what, 1 square foot of 3mm card, and that's pretty much all. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll see you again in the next video, and happy modeling.